Hello there, I'm Steve86. You might know me as the guy from Local Trash who mixed up Debbie Does Dallas with Weekend at Bernie's. Thank you for joining me on the show today. We have Justin and Brandon from Unocorn. Had a lot of fun talking with those guys, and we got some good stuff coming your way in the following week. Also, if you enjoy the show and want it to sound better, feel free to donate to the cause at paypal.me/FSTTN. Anyways, I hope you like this episode, and, oh yeah, hit the music.
So y'all don't hear me, right?
I hear you.
I hear you now.
Hell yes. All right, welcome to the show. This has been a shit show, but we're going to do the show anyway. I'm here with Unocorn. Y'all introduce yourselves.
I'm Justin Garza. I'm the guitar player for the band.
I'm Brandon Blair. I play bass in the band.
And hell yeah, these motherfuckers jam. So, tell me what it's like getting ready for a show for y'all. Just like, do y'all have any weird rituals or anything like that?
I mean, usually it's just us trying to kind of coordinate everything to get it kind of out of the practice spot into the venue, trying to get everybody there in time. You usually try to get relaxed, kind of grab a smoke, grab a drink.
Oh, okay. So alcohol while playing.
Yeah, try to get relaxed on the whole situation, kind of be mellow, kind of so we can enjoy it and kind of have fun with the whole situation, because that's the main objective of what we want to do with it all, is to enjoy ourselves. Yeah,
I really think it would be difficult to not enjoy just the metal scene without alcohol. You know what I mean? Like straight edge kids, I don't get it.
Well, I haven't been drinking or smoking or doing anything for the last 4 months or so myself. And I'm not really having any problem with it, enjoying the situation any more or less than I was beforehand. I mean, I get bored waiting to go out and play, but that's the way it's always been for me. But as far as taking the alcohol out of the situation for me, it hasn't really changed anything.
Well, that's awesome, man. Congratulations on the 4 months.
Oh, I don't even look at it as a congratulations thing, because it wasn't really a problem for me. And it's not like I'm never going to drink or smoke again. Just right now, I've decided not to.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, I always like to have a little drink to... Yeah. Hell yeah. I always like to have a little drink to loosen up.
Back to your original question about getting ready for shows. I would say that we just rehearse a lot, and we're very particular about how tight it is, because that has to go with the sound. We can't pull off this sound that we're doing without being really tight doing it. So if we're just a little bit off at the practice room, we go over it and over it again. So we are all really happy with it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I really like the sound too. It's unique. Like I was telling Justin, I really can't. I've been trying to really hard, but I have not been able to think of a band or hear a band that I can compare y'all to at all. It's got this doom metal vibe and this noise metal and old school hardcore vibe and just straight thrash metal almost, all at once. It's kick ass.
Well, when we started the band, bands like Today is a Day and Jesus Lizard were definitely an idea about kind of how stuff we wanted to kind of incorporate it, kind of how they're kind of noisy and not your typical metal band.
Yeah.
And then, me and the lead singer, Jason, and even Brandon have kind of a love for hardcore punk rock music as well. So we wanted to kind of put the two of them in there together. Both me and Brandon come from a doom band background prior to doing this as well.
Oh, yeah?
So it's kind of easy to kind of meld them all together. Me and Brandon are running Ampeg amps exclusively. It's all Ampeg. Ampeg guitar heads, Ampeg bass heads. I have 3 cabinets on stage. Brandon has 2 on stage.
Golly.
So he's got a 4x12, a 410, a 115. I've got 2 4x12s and a 15 on stage. So it's viscerally loud as well live.
Like it shakes you to your core.
Yeah, we went and saw Sun when they were in Dallas at the beginning of last year, was it, B?
Yeah, this past September.
And they were clocking at like 120 dBs. So when we got back to the practice spot, we checked it for ourselves, what we sounded like, and we were sitting at like 110 dBs.
Golly.
So that's part of the package of it all too.
Oh yeah, man. That's awesome, man. I need to be checking it out. I saw that y'all have a show coming up soon.
Yeah. What's the name of that band, B?
I believe April 16th. I'll have to get back to you on.
I don't remember the band name.
Here, I think it was just posted today. I can pull it up just real quick. You said April 16th?
Yeah. And it's at the Devil's Demon's Den out there. It's a venue off 114th and University.
Is Stellatone? I think that's how you say that. Holy Hell.
Stellatone.
Yeah, and Holy Hell.
Yeah. And then it says guest Psycho MC and BBDCK. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's going to be tween set as well.
Yeah, and then the other project is Neil from Porno Helmet and Jason Christian. They're 2-piece noise craziness.
See, he just hit me up today. I had posted in a Lubbock metal scene, I think is the group, and he commented on it saying he wanted to get in there. He's been doing stuff for a long, long time, apparently.
Yeah, Neil's been making music in this town just as long as me and Brandon have, and Brandon especially because those two kind of grew up together.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I mean we've been making music in this town in one band or another for about 20 years.
Hell yeah, man!
I played previously to Unocorn. I was in this band called Drag from about 2012 to 2017. With Jordan McEwen and Christian.
Oh yeah, that's.
Then I was in a band just right before Unocorn called Ulosa, which is like a doom band, and that had Jason Baker in it. That's the singer in Unocorn. And before that, I was in a band called Wendigoat with our current drummer Craig Taylor, and then. Me and Brandon were in Slobula and Hefe together, in 2007 to 2009. And then before that, Brandon was in a band called Creeptown.
Well, that's cool, man. I lived in Lubbock for 5 years, but I don't think I've seen any of y'all's bands. I went to a lot of J&B shows and a couple of shows over at, what was that place? Not Backstage. Was it the O-Bar?
Depot O-Bar?
Yeah, that was it. I think I saw Wretched there.
Saw what?
Wretched, DRI too.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, we've played quite a few shows I've played quite a few shows at Backstage and Depot O-Bar and Brendan as well. We haven't played a whole lot of JB shows just because it doesn't really kind of fit with what we're trying to do musically much.
Well, this dude, Kiefer, he's been doing heavy noises. I don't know. I went to the last show they had, Attack on West Texas. It had Through Life and the Gods Have Failed from Lubbock. Gods Have Failed. Those are cool motherfuckers. But he's doing this huge Unity Fest. I don't know how many bands it was. It was quite a few from Lubbock, man. At this Demon's Den place. And I've never heard of this place.
Yeah, it's a cool little venue. I don't know who put together that show or what the deal was. I never heard anything about it until it was announced.
Yeah.
So when Jason Perez was announcing it, he was like, "It's a Unity show," and yada yada yada. And so I kind of busted his balls on the whole situation. And Unity, my band's not on that bill. Which I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings or anyone in the band's feelings for not being on it by any means. But I would like to work with some of these other promoters in town just to see what they have going on.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of what they have to offer.
Jason Melton, he's been doing it a while, but Jason, you just said his name. I can't.
Jason Perez.
Yes, and I've met him a few times. That's a really cool guy, and he put on some really good shows too. I think, did he do the Deicide show a few years ago?
Deicide, yeah, he brought Deicide into town.
See, I didn't even know how to say that name either. I've always said it wrong.
Yeah, it's the killing of a god, is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Like homicide, you have a deicide is like deity.
Oh, huh. Mind blown. That's awesome.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu 2020, y'all.
Right. Why pick a lesser evil?
Yeah, I know, right? So, just who would y'all say comes up with most of the material, or is it like a collaborative effort?
Well, the situation as the band started, we had a different drummer and we had a different bass player. Me and Jason Baker started the band in like late 2017.
Okay.
We were in the practice spot rehearsing for Johnny Handgun shows, and Jason mentioned that he wanted to do something different. He was tired of doing Johnny Handgun for a couple decades at this point in time, and really wanted to kind of move away from that since the band was everyone was kind of going their own direction as far as like people moving and stuff like that. So what the record is, the bulk of that, outside of one song on that, was written basically by me, because the bass player ended up deciding he didn't want to do it anymore. So he ended up bouncing. We had another guy come in. He wasn't working out. So by the time Brandon showed up to the situation to start jamming, I already had a good chunk of music done already. We are now about 4 songs deep into writing the new stuff, and it's a very big collaborative. Some of the last 2 or 3 songs we did, me and Brandon were kind of trading riffs back and forth to assemble a song. And now this last one we wrote, we essentially kind of wrote together. Like Brandon had an idea for a riff, and then we kind of started putting it together and kind of moved it from there. So probably moving forward, it's going to be a lot more collaborative than the past stuff, just because there's actually a full band there now.
Yeah,
you're getting like a collab. You're getting a collab effort of riff writing from both of us now, where it was just Justin on the first record. So like the second record is going to be different in the feel and the approach of the riffs and stuff like that, because we're bouncing ideas back and forth off each other to create them. So.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be beautiful, man. I've loved the first record, man. I've been jamming it. My personal favorite's Burn the Witch, but
and that was the first thing right out the gate that I wrote for the band. Like Jason was just like, "Hey, I want to do something different." And I was like, "Well, I got this riff, which is the intro riff for Burn the Witch," and he was like, "Yeah, let's do that. That sounds rad. Let's go with that." So that was like the first thing that got done in the whole situation. So, and I'm hoping going forward and being able to trade the music writing back and forth with Brandon, that we get to take what that first part was and just throw legs out of it and make it bigger. Like, not take anything away from it, but expand on that idea altogether.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I would say that on the newer songs that we will be playing live soon, I will say that I'm not giving the effort to like backup vocals like I was on the new stuff or older stuff, right? So like I've completely just gone off the mic on the new stuff, but I just enjoy like playing the riff and not having to mess with backup vocals.
Yeah, I think if I was playing music, I'd want to be free to dance around and do what I was doing. You know what I mean? Just do my own thing.
Well, and Brandon's really good at doing both. Like he's because he's been like the main guitar player in a band and the singer in a band. He's able to, like, him doing backup vocals and do that all. He's able to still, give a great show as far as like moving around and stuff like that. But I understand what he's saying. He just wants to kind of concentrate more on the playing stuff.
Yeah, because sometimes the technicality behind the actual music kind of makes the band